Alright, what up, Doe? We're gonna go back into the career science save here. Done a couple launches so far. Hopper was pretty successful, almost got to an orbital velocity, nearly. Just ran out of fuel, so I've made some modifications here. I do always like to start the vids with credit to the creators, or authors, I should say, of the mods. So you can see that right over here. We got BallisticFox and Sharon with the Sol config here, and then some other supportive mods, of course. Parallax is essential, scatter. That's pretty much it. I just wanted the solar system. Mainly, I didn't want to add anything else. I have a background in the game from console, so I don't tend to go for a lot of the maneuver node type stuff. I do like the tool, I mentioned that before, the maneuver tool, I should say. That helps get return trajectories from other celestial bodies. That can be more difficult for me because I don't do that a lot, so I'm not as acclimated to getting return flights from other planets. I like to go there. I'm pretty good at going there and understanding that type of stuff and feathering the intercepts and stuff, but getting back can be a little more complicated. Understanding the phase angles for that can be a little bit more tough, so I do like the maneuver tool for that. But I don't think it's even in this build of the game. So we'll have to just manage without it and see what we can do. But for right now, as I mentioned, modifications to the ship. And we'll take a look at those here, which was just a staging adjustment. And I got a additional engine, another swivel. I'm just going to stage those. And I'm at about DV that generally would get me near an orbital velocity here. Maintaining the aerodynamics, and thrust weight is still 1.5, so I expect that this will get me nearly out there. I do also have a Science Junior for more science, so I tried to put the heat shield on the bottom of the Science Junior. Try to detach that and land. I might need a little bit more parachutes for that though. It's actually a good idea. I might do that right now actually. Let me put some parachutes on here. Help it softly land. Some trogues or some regular? Let's go regular. No, let's go big. Let's go like that. It might hit those goose, but we'll see. Yeah, that's right. It's been pretty good. I just added more fuel kinda to the whole hopper build. Call it Hopper XO. And I'm just gonna see if we can get out here. I always like to get this situated kind of in this way as I launch. I'm noticing now the thrust weight is a little different. Should have checked at sea level, but I think we should be okay. We'll see how it flies. Anything else I'm forgetting? No, I think that's it. Let's get out of here. Let's leave it very slow. That's related to this here. But still the same rules apply, so it makes it a little easier when you know the benchmarks for what you're looking for. And I'm looking for about 100 meters per second, and then I'm going to slowly try to turn it a little bit, get it going. Stay right about there until I get out of the atmosphere. It's looking pretty good. I like where it's at. Getting just about to. I'm going to scale it down a little bit. I'm going pretty slow, but we'll see what happens. I might need some boosters on it. it might be in my best interest to just let it go to this point. And I am past that mark, so I'm not gonna. Ready for separation. Pull it back a little bit here, because forward. Yeah. So I'm trying to hit a horizontal vector here, kind of relative to the plane of Earth, or you know, a spin. Rotation, I should say. My thrust away is way down now, and I'm not expecting to hit a full orbit, but I'm just curious where my periap's gonna get down here. How close to zero that'll get to where I would start to develop an orbit. And then I'll kind of have an idea of how much more fuel I'll need or what boosters I'll need. I can just kind of go crazy now. I could use a maneuver for that, but yeah, that's about all I was going to get anyway. Alright, so we hit 80. That's pretty cool. Not quite enough to get circular, but yeah, moving in the right direction. See how much more it would have theoretically been with the maneuver node here, yeah. About 900 short. So I was at 3,400 and I need 900 more, and perhaps it's my launching. So I could relaunch and see if I could do a better launch. That could be the difference. We'll see. But in the meantime, I'll just take the science that I can get here. An odd music drop there. I might already have some of the science. I could EVA it though now. Okay, it's gonna come back in a minute. I don't want to be too crazy with this. No, I want the thermometer. Oh. I'm detaching under the assumed lower atmosphere of Earth. Seems like it might be a little lower than that. I don't know. I'm not an expert on all what these visuals represent in terms of this, and it seems like that's my orbit, so I'd have to compare that to what Kerbin says at that point, if it's 70 or not. And again, we're landing over the ocean on the dark side of the Earth, so you're not going to see much. My launch isn't hitting an orbital velocity yet, so I'm not able to get circular and get around the Earth to see the cool, stuff yet. But that's a nice little shot. And crescent Earth, that's really dope. Let's get a nice view of that. Now it's like, get me the hell out of here too so you can see this. Right? Yeah. That's nice. Gotta love that. I should probably pay attention. Yeah. It's probably my science equipment heating up there. But we're all good. We got the heat shield. We're pointed in the right direction. You want the flat side, obviously, when you're coming in. That's retrograde. As long as you're pointed that way, you'll generally be okay. Even, I think without a heat shield, you can even do suborbitals like that. I'm not sure if that's the right term, suborbital. I think it's right when you don't quite make it out, but you come back in. Or like that's where you're ending up. Getting close to 6, I'm gonna hit both of these. I didn't set them, so let me do that too real quick. I like to be a little higher just to make sure nothing crazy happens. That's good right there. Not waste too much time. Well, it seems like I either need another 1000 DV or I need to launch better and a little sharper on the turn. Maybe. I could put a couple boosters and go that route. Get out a little faster, you know. And then hit a maneuver. It's a bit easier when you have a little bit more ISP out in the vacuum, and Terrier's good for that. I also like unlocking the skipper too. That's a big turning point in the game, I feel like, because that can push you off a little bit better, a little more weight. That's a little more thrust. Let's see what we got here. That's a good one. It does say Earth, that's cool. Earth Oceans. Very nice. It'll get less dark once I start being able to launch into orbit. It'll be more lit out here, sorry about that. We could go out and take a look at scenery in the meantime. Be a little bit more enjoyable. Can keep an eye on where he is there. Yeah, we could bring me back in. Looks pretty good. Saw a little visual hiccup in the last episode, but this one's holding up. I don't see any issues. I didn't see any issues when we were flying. Maybe we'll take a look now. I'll be landing shortly. I'll zoom in. That'll last a little bit. Probably over the water, so. It's a little bit hard to tell, I feel like. I think that would be accurate, right? You can't really see, like, anything. Maybe it's just me, or, like, I have something I gotta fix with that. Like, can't see the borders of anything unless it's just all ocean. Is that like just all ocean right here? Could be. That's like maybe Hawaii, and then over here is the continent. And then like I'm in, I don't know. Where am I? I guess the launch pad is where. Yeah, so that's wrong. I'm just on the other side. Wow. I've derailed. Okay. Another observed goo, maybe? Yeah, 2.3, I'll take it. Not getting much accomplished with these early flights, but just need to get enough to get one more, I think get the skipper and I'll be in good shape. Terrier and the skipper. Those are good ones. And then the poodle is where it really opens up for me. We're in good shape here. No? Okay. 76, that's pretty good. What do I get here? Just the terrier? And then skipper and poodle next. Okay. 90 and 45. So those will be the two that I really want in electrics. Yeah, that'd be a good one too. I might wait a bit. Keep launching. Do I really need anything actually? I don't think I get anything that's super useful yet. Crew cabin. I don't need flight. Don't need that. I guess the Terrier's pretty good because it has a KSP, I think. Yeah, 345 in the vacuum, so that could be useful. As like an outer stage. Just add that as an outer stage. That could be a good way to go. I think it. But fuel tank is good too. I think I'll get that. Okay. How good is that? And then we'll try to work to 90 and get the poodle and skipper, and we'll be zipping around here. After that, I think.